It's me and Nick again. The two of
Yep.
us.
Seem
Probably be another short episode with a couple of other
if
topics to talk
it
about.
feels like this is how it's gonna be from now on most of the time.
But first, get my caffeine going.
And I don't got no caffeine.
My blue caffeine. But I guess besides our main topic, you have anything you want to talk about?
Not exactly.
God, I was hoping you did.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about today.
I guess we'll go. Hey, Hauser.
Yeah, he's lurking.
Alright, I guess we talk about.
Wait a sec, today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do something. Talk about sex? Hell no, I hate sex.
Hauser wants me to do a video about sidewalks.
A video about sidewalks. Okay.
I'm thinking about doing some more top 10 lists.
Yeah.
And so far, and my current top 10, I asked Hauser to help me with it because he helped me with the last top 10 list. You don't know right now, but I want to make a top 10 saddest video game moments.
Oh.
But right now, I can only remember 3 of them. It'll be a top 3 list.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few games you haven't seen sad moments from.
Right now, I have 2 of them in my head, right now I have 3 of them in my head, and 2 of them are both from Kingdom Hearts. So,
I'd imagine.
oh, Hauser also asked me if I wanted to help him with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Let's Play.
Which one?
The original NES.
Oh,
classic.
the NES game.
Yeah, we played 2 on his channel a few years ago. Now he went with Conquer 1.
Yeah, 2 was based on the arcade game.
And
right.
That's what it's called. Yeah, it's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game.
You know, the arcade game, the original one, never really got a proper home port. Like, sure, it had the NES game, but it was heavily butchered. The only arcade port that eventually came out was as a bonus feature on a PS2 game based on the 2003 series, but it's not, from what I've heard, it's not even the original arcade game because they heavily modified it to have sound effects from the 2003 series.
I thought it came out in the 90s.
Well, yeah, the arcade game did come out in the 90s, but when they made a couple of games based on the 2003 series, on the PS2, the GameCube, and I think the Xbox, they included the original arcade games as bonus features in a couple of them.
Okay. So, what else do you know about that? Anything?
I know that a full 3D remake of the time-traveling arcade game was made by Ubisoft for PSN and Xbox Live, though fans didn't really like it all that much. And ultimately, it got delisted. It became one of the first famous cases of a game getting delisted due to Ubisoft losing the licensing rights.
Are you on your computer or phone?
Computer.
Okay.
Why?
Just wondering.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you're on Skype, your Skype, if you're Skype on your phone or your computer, that way you could turn on your camera if you wanted to.
Well, I don't have a reason to turn on the camera today.
So people can see your smiling face.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. Like,
I
the
don't mind
fangirls.
showing off my smiling face, but I don't have anything to say right now.
The fangirls want to see Snick.
Yeah, no one's gonna fall for me.
Be like, where's Snick? No, 20% more Snick. Alright. So, I guess we go to, I guess then, what was the first meme that you remember hearing?
The first meme? I mean, some of the earliest videos I watched on YouTube were of the Mario and Zelda CDI game cutscenes, though I had no idea what a meme was back then. I was thinking to myself, where'd those scenes come from?
Alright. I know it was a meme at the time, but I think the first meme that I remember hearing over and over again was the Hydra meme.
From KH2?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even know that was a meme.
Well, I hear other places, get up on the Hydra's back.
Hmm.
So I say it enough. And then there's all the memes on our channel.
Yeah, if you could call them famous memes, even though they're pretty much only memes because we bring them up all the time.
Let's see. There's baby kisses.
Oh, God.
Onions.
Oh, God.
What else is there? There's, oh, God, let me think. Oh, sorry. Stop scratching your ass.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. We don't want to see his ugly ass face. There's look at it.
That's a SpongeBob one.
Yeah, but you use it a lot.
Okay.
We use a lot of SpongeBob memes too.
Yeah.
Redneck mode, another one we use a lot.
Oh, God.
It was just a while, but you used to say you used to do the Avast joke all the time.
No, Brandon did that.
But he did it first, but you referenced it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I referenced the video it came from a lot, but.
And then finally, there's the all the memes that came from the Crash Bash.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So of all those memes, which one do you like? Which one have you done the most of, you think?
Which one's what? Which one's that?
Yeah.
Which ones do I like the most?
That you've done the most, like the most that you've...
I mean, I guess all the Shrek stuff, I guess.
Paste. Hello, people. Where's everybody?
Oh, what the hell? Oh, looks fine still.
So, God. Wish you were more talkative.
Sorry, I don't really have anything today.
We have 4 days for the next one. So think of topics for Saturday. All right. Okay. What's happening in the real world today? What's happening in the real world? It's like the current topic, real world stuff.
Real world stuff. All right.
Right. Any happening in the real world that you know about?
I mean, I do know that one of the most high-profile victims of Harvey Weinstein was just outed herself as a sexual abuser.
Oh, you mentioned that thing about she was dating a teenager.
Yeah, like apparently there was a like at the time there was a boy that was 17 years old that he had worked with her in the past. Reportedly, he was invited to her hotel room, and apparently she forced him into oral sex. And then she paid him like $300K to keep him quiet. And of course, if you can believe, one of the leading women that was helping take down Weinstein that also made a big controversy about the X-Men poster and all that.
What, the Rose McGowan?
Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
Even she admitted she was a little heartbroken to find out about that. And the thing is, Rose McGowan was thought by a lot Rose McGowan, a lot of people were calling her a big SJW, but no, like she claims that she was legit hurt to find out that someone that she treated like a very good ally for like the past year at this point was herself causing abuse. And even the people that like started the whole movement are like, yes, if this is true, then it's bad, but please don't let it ruin the good things because thing is, Weinstein was a scumbag, and the movement has helped take down legitimate scumbags.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind taking down legitimate people. You know, people that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been I mean, there's some people like Chris Hardwick where they're like people when they get accused, like they're actually innocent and just being attacked by like bitter ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends that just want fame. But at the very least, in Chris Hardwick's case, it didn't work. In ruining his career.
Like I think I remember using it before, but like you're like the band teacher or something, or your principal was covering up a thing at your school.
No, not my band teacher. It was a principal.
I forget exactly the story was, but some teacher at your school was dating a kid, and
it was an English teacher, and I didn't even know who this teacher was.
And he apparently he went inside some restaurant and yelled at the kid to be quiet.
Well, yeah, she did stupidly confront the kid in public, and I think gave him a death threat, and then she got additional years slapped to her sentence. So
the thing reminded me of that, because he says he went in public and tried to pay him off in public, but like.
Well, no, paying off. No, this paying off didn't happen in public. Oh. But, no, hang on a sec. You know what? You got me thinking. I'm gonna look up a list of the dumbest criminals. And I'm gonna read off the stories of what they did.
We've got a topic. Dumb criminals.
Yeah, let me change it. After this, either Vandalia can play shitty RPG, or I might continue the Resident Evil remake, even though Brandon's not here. Hey, at least I'm hoping Dumb Criminals is not misspelled. Fucker. Get out of the way. No, looks like it's fine.
Can you like copy the window on the screen and see what
No,
shows?
it's funnier when I read it out loud and the viewers don't know when it's coming.
Okay.
Just like with the scams. The scammers and their broken English. Alright, I found one. I found a page listing some. Hopefully it's a good page. Yeah, here's a list of 15 dumb criminals. Alright, so we have 3 drug thieves. They want to steal drugs. They broke into a Florida home and they found 3 jars of cocaine. Or what they thought was 3 jars of cocaine.
What was it?
They take the jars home, they start snorting the cocaine, but then they realize the jars they collected were not jars. They were urns. And they contain the ashes of 2 of the victims of 2 of the victims' deceased family members plus a deceased dog.
God. First of all, why would usually isn't cocaine in bags? Why you might put them in jars? And I'm sure they weren't jars, but urns maybe. Do they know what an urn looks like?
Alright, now we got another one. So, a guy robs a Lowe's home improvement store. He fled across the street and jumped over a fence. There's a problem. The property he just landed on is quote-unquote the Cypress Cove Nudist Resort and Spa. And because literally everyone except him was nude in the area, he was the only one wearing clothing, police were able to easily spot him.
It's like, huh? I'll hide in this. I'll hide in this. I'll hide in this bunch of people. Never find me here.
Alright, so then we have a guy who tried to rob a bank. In the middle of robbing so he goes to the bank teller and he demands a certain sum of money. But then he faints. It says VX Ace in the title. Or VX.
Who does what now? He faints.
Yeah, he fainted. I guess he had low blood sugar or something.
So, what you say? Did you say something about VX Ace or something?
Sparrow says that VX is in the title.
Title of what?
Of the stream, I guess.
Okay, weird.
So the guy faints in the middle of the robbery, and of course the teller dials the police. But then guess what? The guy freaking wakes up, and he still has the balls to freaking give a note to the teller saying, I want to rob this bank.
Oh, that thing. I have no idea how to change that. Oh, it's this play. Oh, I was playing it yesterday, but it's not really a game today. Oh, I'll probably be playing it later today after this thing. I'll probably play the game. There's never really game for the podcast. Really...
No, alright. So, we have one where a victim's jewelry, where basically someone robbed a house.
Go on.
Oh, here we go. So, a woman goes to her house and finds that a whole bunch of shit, jewelry, electronics, and the like, are just gone. She calls a police officer to report everything missing, but then she gets a call from her dad. Except her dad only speaks French, or I guess the dad is able to speak French. The woman talks to her dad in French and talks about how, in reality, she got rid of the items herself because it's all just a scam she's conducting to get insurance money. Too bad for her, the officer that arrived on the scene spoke French too. 6 languages, in fact. And he perfectly understood her, and she was arrested. Okay. Then here we go. So, an iPhone goes missing.
Apparently, fast. Apparently, the YouTube isn't appearing in our chat window.
YouTube's not appearing?
Yeah, try resetting it.
Oh, come on. So reload the page? It says connected to all 2 channels.
Yeah, but it's not popping up. Alright. That's
Alright, so
let's see. No, it's weird. Keep on talking, I'll try to fix it.
Alright, so police arrive at a 12-year-old boy's house, and because he's a suspect for having stolen an iPhone. He adamantly denies stealing the iPhone, but right as he's denying it, the missing iPhone starts ringing in his closet. And he was also, and he's like, and the police are like, okay, he stole that. And then they also thought he stole a BlackBerry. He's like, no, I didn't. Okay, I stole the iPhone, but I didn't steal the BlackBerry. Beep, beep. BlackBerry starts ringing. He's busted. Oh, here we go. Here's one. So, a guy suffers from a heart attack. He's suffering from a heart attack, and he thinks he's gonna die. So, because he thinks he's on his deathbed, he's like, oh, before I go, I just need to get this off my chest. 17 years ago, I killed someone. And yeah, that would have been a very noble way to go out. Except he didn't die. He lived, and he got prosecuted. Oh! So, a guy in a trailer park didn't like his neighbor, so he put together a Molotov and freaking threw the Molotov at the neighbor's trailer home, mobile home. But unfortunately for him, the winds shifted in just the right position, and embers from the resulting fire moved towards his own trailer home, and it burned to the ground. So he destroyed his own home trying to kill someone else's. Oh, then in San Francisco, a thief riding a bicycle rode up to a woman and snatched her iPhone away. There was a problem, though. When he snatched the iPhone away, she was in the middle of playing with her iPhone's GPS features, including GPS tracking. So the police were able to track the iPhone, and the thief was caught literally minutes later.
My stream. Here. Trace. Excuse me.
Oh, here's one. So, a guy decided to go around masquerading as a police officer. He finds a potential victim, and he pulls over the victim for saying that they were speeding. You know who he happened to pull over?
Who?
An actual cop that was off duty. And obvious.
So a fake criminal pulled over a real cop.
No, a fake cop pulled over a real cop.
So I met.
Yeah. And obviously the real cop arrested him.
Like, oh, I'm speeding, huh? I guess I'm arrested now, huh? So what happened? Like, do you just like play along for a while or what?
They probably just play along until they can arrest them. Okay, here we go. A man gets his driver's license stolen. But then one day when he's working in a bar as a bouncer, what happened is a guy comes into the bar and shows his ID in order to get drinks. He brandished the bouncer's very own driver's license, unmasking him as the thief.
All right, for the next one, I sent you a new link. See if that works now. In Skype.
Okay.
See if that new link works.
Lately, these aren't too interesting.
It's filling time right now.
Alright.
So, let's see. Come on. All right. Let's see what works. Test. Let's see. All right. Come on. Work. Okay. Still Twitch. I don't know why YouTube isn't popping up. It's driving me crazy. Ugh. Maybe I should try downloading You're logged into my
Restream, yes.
Yeah.
This is why I couldn't get Restream working.
I probably should host it next time, but yeah. And the chat thing, there's this thing called like Windows download. It gives you a little window thing.
Oh. Yeah, for some reason I can't find the good lists though.
Oh, we'll figure this out eventually, you know, or I'll just host it next time.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, any other dumb people?
Are you gonna do shitty RPG on your channel?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Any more dumb people?
I'm trying to see. I can't find any. I remember reading... Dumbest Criminals 2018. Let's see. Oh no. This happened like a month ago. Get out of the way, stupid ad! I don't care about your goddamn fancy cars and shit. There you go, some schnicklish for the podcast.
Awesome.
Alright, here we go. So, about a month ago, 2 men and a woman ended up kidnapping a shark from an aquarium in Texas.
Okay. Go on.
So, ultimately, the owners of the aquarium were worried the shark was going to die, but thankfully it didn't. Here's one thing the criminals forgot to do. When they were fleeing the scene, surveillance cameras picked them up, putting the shark in their car and leaving. They didn't even bother to cover their license plate, so they were able to trace the license plate back to where the house where they found the shark swimming in a pool.
Oh boy.
Yup. And of course, one of the freaking criminals tried to say, "Oh, this shark, I bought it," and tried to show off a fake receipt, but then obviously they didn't buy it.
Yeah, I totally bought a shark.
Oh, here we go. So, a guy steals about $5,000 from Bank of America. He fled and moved to Phoenix. And he quit his job to move to Phoenix. Well, one day he thinks, I really need a job. I think I'm going to go apply for a job. You know where he applies for a job? At the local police station.
Really?
Yep, he applied for a job working at a police station. And the police officers even decided to go with it. They're like, wow, he's applying here? I think I know the best way to nab him. They called him in for an interview, saying that they liked his resume and everything. He goes in for the interview, they get him.
They knew him who he was before they even came in?
Obviously, like, a lot of the local police departments collaborate in catching criminals.
yeah, hi, I want a job here. No, I'm not America's Most Wanted.
Oh, shit, here we go. So, in Massachusetts, a shoplifter decided to block the security cameras of the shop he robbed using Play-Doh. And he smears the Play-Doh on the security cameras, he robs the store, and he leaves, leaving the Play-Doh behind. There's a bit of a problem. His fingerprints were left on the Play-Doh, and they just scanned the fingerprints and found them.
Oh boy.
And apparently the freaking local police department thought it was extremely funny. And they even posted the story on their Facebook page. Okay, what the hell? Is that it? Oh, next list. No, you fucker. Is there
More.
really only 3 on here? Yeah, there's only 3. Fuck. Come on. Alright, now I'm going on another website. We need to read more.
You're into this now.
Yes, exactly. Oh, shit. Come on, why do I have to click on individual pages? Okay, there was a woman on the run from the police. She was running on the rooftops, and then surveillance camera footage, and this happened in Canada, so police were chasing her. Eventually, one of the roofs she was running on caved in, and she fell from the ceiling and crashed right into a store display. Oh. Then, this one guy was getting his house investigated for cocaine possession. You know where he tried to hide his cocaine? By sprinkling it on top of the officer's head.
They'll never find it here.
Oh, God.
Nothing?
So, a guy was arrested for gun possession. For possessing a gun illegally. You know how they were able to tell this? He had a gun tattooed, the same gun tattooed to his forehead.
I've never seen this gun before in my life. Look at me for. Oh, this is a coincidence, officer. Oh.
Oh, and then there's a woman who tried to claim the only reason she had cocaine in her purse was because the wind blew it in there. And it's much more fun to read the lists. Let's go to 2017. Maybe we get more results.
You just made the list. Oh, another meme I used to love.
Okay, here we go. I think year in review. This ought to be good. Here we go.
Whew.
Oh! There's a guy who tried to shoplift 15 quart-sized bottles of motor oil and 30 DVDs from a 7-Eleven. You all know how he tried to carry all this? By freaking stuffing it all down his pants.
What you said? Say what exactly was in his pants again?
He tried stuffing 14 quart-sized bottles of motor oil and 30 DVDs. And freaking a police officer sees him, quote-unquote, waddling out of the 7-Eleven like a duck, and they go after him. Okay, then 2 guys tried to attempt to stage an armed robbery at a bar. Oh, and guess what? You know the bar they tried to rob? They were hosting a party. A retirement party. A retirement party for a police officer. So they were he immediately called dispatch, and they were arrested. Oh. No, actually, it was a retirement party for a police officer. It was a whole bunch of... Obviously, people attending the party were a bunch of off-duty cops that weren't retired.
Like, you're like, I'm robbing you all. No, you're not.
Oh,
See, now they'll pull their guns out.
So there's this guy who went on a spree of bank robberies, and he didn't get caught. But then eventually the police were able to identify him when he did this one thing. Right after he was done robbing a bank, he actually walked up to a news crew and they interviewed him about public transit. And he's like, yeah, I like public transit. Yeah, I like public transit. Or something like that. So he gets interviewed by a local news station right after he robbed a bank, and they catch him. Especially since he had to provide his real name. Alright. Then 4 inmates broke out of jail, and they succeeded in robbing a nearby convenience store. Except there's a problem. They decided, we don't want to get in trouble. Let's break back into prison. So they succeeded in returning to the prison undetected, as if they never left. But it only took the police reviewing the security camera footage from the store to realize what had happened.
So they're like, we didn't rob the place. We're still in prison. Yes, you did.
Uh-huh. So, then there's this man on video who tried to rob a school bus, but then the bus driver obviously wouldn't let him in. He ended up clinging to the front of the vehicle as it was moving. And freaking... Or wait, he did it out of revenge for the bus driver apparently throwing a bottle at his car.
Oh, Sparrow sent you a link.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Alright. Ow. Excuse me. Okay, so a senior citizen in Florida decided to express his anger at the way an AT&T employee parked. He decided to take a pistol and shoot out the employee's tires. And the employees just look at him all concerned. Then there were it looks like there were these 3 teenagers. I can't tell if they were all women or if there's some men in here too. So, they walked into a Home Depot in Florida and they tried to steal gift cards via the store's self-checkout. They get confronted by a clerk. They were freaking dressed in full drag. Wigs, dressed, open-toe shoes.
Go on.
Oh, these are all men trying to be dressed up as women. Okay. So, let's see. They grabbed the 69-year-old clerk and put her in a chokehold, and one of the teenagers tried scanning all the gift cards to activate them. Oh, I think the only dumb thing here is that they just disguised themselves as women. Okay. So, a 55-year-old man gets into an argument with his wife. And hang on. He gets into an argument with his wife, which apparently resulted in him pulling a gun on her. Eventually, she and the kids in the house fled the scene, and they had a huge standoff with the police and the guy before he got arrested and was given like 1 million freaking assault and battery charges. You want to know what started the argument?
What?
A grilled cheese. The man got pissed off that his wife apparently took a bite out of his grilled cheese.
You don't touch someone's grilled cheese, lady.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, another thing the article notes is that there's no word if he actually got to finish his damn sandwich.
I feel much better about since yesterday. I'm happier now than I was yesterday.
Oh, here we go. So here's a case of a police officer doing something a bit stupid. So a police officer responds to a call saying that a man wearing a ski mask entered a local bar. So the body cam video shows the officer entering the bar, and the guy in the ski mask takes his ski mask, motions to take his ski mask off. The officer fires a shot at him. But then the officer takes a look around, and he realizes it's not an actual robbery. The guy in the ski mask is just an actor. And there's a whole production crew there. They were shooting a movie. Thankfully, the actor didn't get hurt. But, yeah, the officer was like, oh, fuck, what did I do?
This is a dumb cop now?
Yeah.
So which actor was it?
No, I think it's just a local thing.
Like, just, like, no big, like Kevin Costner or, like,
no,
Brad Pitt?
No one big like that.
Like, they're shooting for Mission Impossible. I gotcha! Oh. Wait, you look familiar.
Alright. How long has this been going for? That was the end of the list.
About 45 minutes. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Just want to talk. Alright.
So you gonna play shitty RPG after this?
Yeah, about 15 minutes, give or take, I guess.
Alright.
Well, I guess that's all for today. Alright. We have, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, we have 4 days. We can come up with a topic in 4 days, can't we?
I mean, I guess.
Alright. Think of a topic to come up with in 4 days. Oh, and Saturday, we will have a third person here. For definitely sure.
Who is it?
Some guy I met on Discord.
Okay.
But he'll be here Saturday. So we'll have 3 people here. More action to talk about. Don't know what happened to the people. I guess they're gone. Just being a stick for right now. So hopefully 4 days. 4 days.
Or specifically, I guess MarioTube's just gone because Brandon and Jesse are still around. Just not all the time because they got other priorities.
Yeah, Jesse's in school still, so...
Yeah, he's in school and his family needs him to do stuff. Brandon works and he's caught up in editing and stuff. But at least they don't do the silent treatment.
Yeah. On a happier note, I finally yesterday I was obsessed about finding sprites and I finally found them. I finally found Kingdom Hearts 2 sprites for MV Maker.
Yay. Now, here's a question. Do you want only you playing shitty RPG? Then again, I don't know if I want to play the Resident Evil remake unless Brandon's here.
Well, I want... You know me, I don't want people...
You don't want stealing the spotlight? Well, I need to take I think I want to wait for a chance for Brandon to play the game, and then I play it. And then I already know what the title of the next stream. Schnick beats the Resident Evil remake on normal, because it's not hard, it's normal. Because you can actually unlock a hard mode. Schnick beats it on normal to calm Brasta 455's rage.
So Snick, what 2 things have we learned today?
Criminals can be really stupid, and memes, we reference them.
That's all there's to say about that. Join us Saturday. Join me in about 30 minutes on this same channel as I stream Snick's RPG beta test.
Fuck. Well, hey, at least I'm on standby to provide patches.
1.4.
Did you extract it and did the game boot? And you copied your save files, yes? Alright, good.
See you then. Never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. See you in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.